Hi everyone. So in this video, we are going to solve the problem swap nodes in pairs, right? So as usual, first of all, we'll be understanding the problem statement, then the logic part, and then we'll be coding it up. Before proceeding further, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed my channel till now, then guys, what are you waiting for? Make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell icon so that whenever I'm uploading any video, you can get the notification for the same. And definitely it will motivate me as well to make more such content for you. So do subscribe and follow me on other platforms. Link is there in the description itself. Let's get started then. So the problem says given a linked list, swap every two adjacent nodes and return its head. You must solve the problem without modifying the values in the list nodes. That is, only nodes themselves may be changed. Okay, well, if you have solved yesterday's problem, so there it was like we have to swap the value, right? But now in today's question, it's clearly been specified what we have to do. First of all, we have to swap every two adjacent node. For example, if here you will see, right, so we have 1 2 3 4. So adjacent nodes we have to swap, right? So see, you can see the outcome should be that we are swapping 2 with 1, then 4 with 3, right? So here it's not like you have to swap the value. No, they have clearly specified here. We have to swap the nodes. Okay, the nodes themselves have to be changed here, right? So here if you will see, for this one we have already discussed, right? 2143 is the expected output, and if there is just, see, if there is nothing in the head, we have to simply return it, or if just one element is there, we have to simply return it, right? So I hope you are clear with the problem statement. Now comes like how we'll be solving this problem. Well, the problem is easy only. Once the thing is that you have to be clear that how we are going to move those pointers, how we are going to shift those pointers. So that's the main catch of this problem. So let's understand that part. So that was the test case given to us. So we'll be understanding on this particular test case only. So first here you can see we are having 1 that is pointing to another node 2, that is pointing to 3, and that is pointing to 4, right? Now that's what we need. Now if you will swap here, right, so here if you will see this outcome, what we want 2, and that should be pointing to 1, right? That should be pointing to 1. So if you will break this thing, if I will break this bond, let's break this bond because we want this bond to be created. 2 should be pointing to 1, right? Right? Okay. If you will see, if you will break this one, then what about this? How will be reaching to it? How will be reaching to it? This value, how will be reaching to it? We need this one value also, right? Because later on we are doing the swapping of 3 and 4 as well, right? So what we'll be doing here, we'll be creating a dummy node. Okay, so this is the dummy node. Okay, and that is, so this is our dummy node. We'll be creating a dummy node, and that is pointing to the head. This is our head. Okay, that is pointing to the head. Now first of all, the important condition that we can check in the starting itself, see, that was mentioned in the test case even, that if our head is null, or there is just one element, then we can simply return the head, right? Because if there is nothing or just one element is there, then what will be swapping? Not at all, nothing, right? So that is the one thing that you can check in the starting part of your code itself. So then if everything is fine, then we'll be proceeding with creating a dummy node, right? Now we need here, as of now, what we can understand, that we need 2 pointers. Let's call them as prev node and current node. So prev node, or let me write in short as of now. So this prev is going to be point to this dummy, and this head is pointing to this one, right? So what we'll be doing, we'll be having one pointer, current node, current, that will be pointing to our head. Okay, now what do we need? Now as of now, what do we need? We need 2 first. See, 2 first should be there, and then 1 should be pointing to it. So what we can do, this prev ka next, we can do prev ka next equal to what? Prev ka next equal to, see, current is pointing to this one, right? And 2 is what? 2 is the next of this current. So can't we do like this, that prev ka next is what? Current ka next. You are getting my point. So what we are doing here is this one. This is prev, right, as of now, and this is a dummy node. Okay, and this is the prev. So we are saying prev ka next equal to current ka next, right? So it means the next of prev is going to be what? This 2, right? This thing we have done. Now what about the current ka next? Current is what? This one. Current is what? This one. And we need this 3 also. Other, see, this 3 also we need, right? When we'll be proceeding further, we need this 3 also. So what we are saying, this bond has been broken. ये हमने हटा दिया यहाँ से. ये 1 जो है हमारा ना, what we want कि ये 1 स्टोर कर ले इस वैल्यू को, मीन्स इसको पॉइंट करने लगे जो हमारा 3 है. Okay, sorry, I jumped to the Hindi part. Okay, so what we are looking for is that 1 is pointing to 3 now. We have to create that bond, we have to create that link. So how we can do this? Can't we say like that, current dot next? As of now, current is pointing to what? Current is pointing to 1. So can't we say like that, current dot next equal to prev dot next. What is prev? As of now? Prev is pointing to this one. And what is the next of prev? As of now, what is the next of prev? This 2, right? And what is the next of this 2? 3. You are getting it, right? So what we are doing is that current dot next. Now current dot next is what? Prev dot next, which is nothing but 3. Okay, which is nothing but 3. So this is done. We have 2 first. We have made this one pointing to 3 also. Now what is needed? Now what is left? We want this 2 to be pointing to 1, right? This link we need. This link we need. So how we can do so? How we can create that? So can't we say like, see, prev is pointing to this one, this dummy node. And what is the next of prev? 2. So we want the next of prev. You are getting it? Prev dot next, right? This value we have to determine. This is prev dot next is 2. Now if next, what do we want? We want 1, right? We want 1. And who is pointing to 1? Current. So can't we say like prev dot next equal to current node, right? So here we'll be having what? Here we'll be having 1, right? And we know that this current we created that link, right? So this is the next of this is what? 3 and 4. Okay, so this swapping is done, right? 2 and 1 got swapped. Okay, now what we have to do, this swapping got done, right? Now what we'll be doing is that we'll be updating the value of whom? We'll be updating the value of prev node and the current node, right? So what we'll be saying that now, hey prev, can you please point to the node to which current was pointing to? So current was pointing to whom? This one, right? So now prev will be pointing to this one, and we'll be updating the value of current as current node as current dot next, which is nothing but 3. So current will be pointing to this one. Now again the same process will repeat. What do we need here now? After 1 we need 4. Right? So again we'll be saying that prev dot next, that this link we want, remove it. We want prev dot next equal to like prev dot next should be current dot next, which is nothing but 4. So we are creating this link. Let me write here. This is dummy node. This is 2. This is 1. And just now we broke this link and we created that link, that 1 is pointing to 4, right? So this link got created. Now next what we'll be doing is we'll be updating the current dot next, right? We'll be updating the current dot next. So before, how we were updating it? We were making it as prev dot next. So this is prev next is what? 4. And see, right now here it would be null. Okay, we know it, right? So we know it. So what we are saying is that current, update this current to this null, or I mean to say is that current dot next is nothing but null, or we can say that current dot next is nothing but prev dot next. So what is prev dot next for? It's next. What is that? Null. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now what we want, this link is yet to be created, right? So how we'll be creating that? How we'll be creating that? We'll be saying prev dot next. So this is prev. What it is next? 4. 4 ka next we want. 4 ka next, what do we want? We want this to be 3. And who is pointing to this 3? Current, right? So we'll be doing prev dot next is current. So here we'll be having 3, and we know that 3 was pointing to whom? This null. So this null. Okay, null is won't be considered, right? So we'll be repeating these steps, right? So again, we'll be repeating. See, at some time we have to stop, right? At what point we have to stop? We have to stop when current node itself has become equal to null. Okay, so if current, we have to continue this process till the time current node is not equal to null. Also its next is also not equal to null, because we are swapping the adjacent element. If just one element is pending or remaining, what we have to swap? Nothing. Or if no element is remaining, in that case also we don't have to swap anything, right? We have to stop right there. So this is going to be the our main loop condition, right? So yeah, I hope the logic part is clear. So let's have a look on the code part now. So here you can see the first condition that I mentioned to check is that if head is equal to null, or its next is equal to null, then there's no element, or there's just one element. So in that case, simply return head. Otherwise, what we'll be doing is we'll be creating a dummy node, and other than this, we need 2 nodes, prev node. And so prev node is pointing to this dummy node itself, and current node, which is pointing to head, right? So we were repeating the certain steps, right? So that we'll be putting inside the loop, and the condition to continue in this loop is that current node should not be equal to null, and the next of current node should not equal to null, right? So if that is the case, then what we are doing, the same steps, right, that I mentioned while I was explaining the logic, that prev node dot next, we are making it to point to the current node dot next. So let's say if there is a dummy variable, so what we are doing is prev dot next, we are making it to point to this 2, right? So that 2 can be the like prev node, the next is what? 2. It could be 2 because we want 2 first, right? And then we need this 3 also to be stored. We want our 1 to keep track of, or to point to this 3, right? So that's what we are doing here, is that current node is pointing to this 1, right? So that's what we are doing, that current node dot next equal to previous node dot next, right? Which is nothing but the node 3, right? And again, the one link that has yet to be created, that this 2 should be pointing to this 1. So that's what we are doing here, is that previous prev node dot next equal to current node, right? So this is the swapping part that we have done, right? Swapping of the 2 adjacent nodes. Now here we are updating the value of prev node and current node. So prev node is now we are updating it to as current node, and current node we are moving this one step further as current node dot next, right? And see, we don't want this dummy node. Okay, this we have created for ourselves. We don't want this, because the actual values that is there in our linked list, that is next to it, right? So that's why we are returning dummy node dot next, right? So I hope the code part was clear, the logic was clear. If there is any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I have provided the code in the description, but I believe if you are clear with the logic, you'll be able to code it up by yourself. Again, it's just not that you are watching the video and that's it. If anywhere you are confused, right, so take a copy pen and try to do it by yourself, because sometimes there could be a possibility that we are not understanding at once. So once you will try to do the dry run, right, you'll get a better understanding. So that's what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.